All righty then. The time
Woo!
has come.
Here we
Woo!
go.
The time has come. Fantasy football is here, ladies and gentlemen.
From coast to coast, coming at you live. It is AJ's Fantasy Draft 2026. Woo!
Wow, we've been doing this a long time here, son.
It's a long time,
Since you
Pops.
were just a wee little whippersnapper.
Yep. Yep. Oh my God, man. Yeah, so going back and watching some of those
Look,
old
he's got the
videos is
stash.
crazy.
He's doing the stash here.
Yep, doing a little stash, doing a little living in New York now.
New
So we are
York.
going
So what's
virtual
going on
today.
up there? So the Knicks and all, you're all Knicks fan now, huh? Huh? You
Not
Giants fan, huh? Huh?
No, no, never, never. That's against my religion. I will never convert. It was fun being in the city for the Knicks to win, though. I will say that it was a blast watching the finals games from the corner store bodega where the guy had the TV just set up outside on the curb and just, a bunch of people over here in my neighborhood just drinking, watching, cops stopping traffic so we could all watch the game. It
No,
was
no, is that what's
yeah,
going on?
it
Oh,
was
that's
cool, man.
cool. That's
Yeah, it was
all right.
cool. It was fun. Um, but it's still F the Knicks and F the Giants forever. Just
All
that's
right.
just how it goes.
Yeah, so you were
I'm
happy
close to
about
the
them like sweeping the Sixers and all?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It was like I said, it was fun to be in the city. Everyone was made everyone really nice in a good mood. You could just walk up to people and just say, "Hey, Knicks in five." That was like the greeting.
Oh, Nick
But
five was the whole thing?
Knicks in five was a fun thing but it was better when I for the 4th of July I went back to Philly, hung out down in South Philly for a day, and I way prefer saying "Go Birds"
Ah,
as the
now we're talking.
greeting.
Right,
Hey,
right.
go
Go
Birds!
Birds.
Oh, go
Way better.
Birds! So way better there. But this is exciting. We're still finding a way to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you want to intro the first league here? I know you got some announcements about rule changes and stuff before we get into the whole draft. I just want to make sure we keep this on the rails as long as we can because knowing us, it's going to go off the rails five
All
or
right,
ten
all right.
times
Now
before
you're
we're
good.
done.
All right, so there are going to be some rule changes around here. We are changing some rules around here because we felt like it. Now we went into a lot of the OGs here, just kind of talked about some things that I've been, yeah, some things just on my mind and I forget about them, and then they just don't get done, and I go, oh, we should have done that. I remember, So anyway, I made a bunch of changes this year, and so let me go over them with you here. I'm going to just do a quick screen share. And I'm going to put this in everybody's. I'm going to put this in all of the rules. But again, I'm putting them right here now at the beginning to make sure. And this is going to apply for really every league, the certain changes that we're making. So this will sort of apply. And even though each league has slightly different rules, this I believe is going to be for all of them. I guess I haven't done everything 100%, but anyway, special teams. So we are taking out the 2 point conversion for special teams. I mean, I guess back in the day, years and years ago, we would do that because there would be like a fake punt or whatever. It'd be something, but really, it's very common to go for two. And when you go for two, it's the regular people, it's the regular team. It's not special teams. It's not the punter. The punter isn't on the field, right? It's just it's just fourth down. Fourth and goal from the two is what it is. So anyway, so that's going to be it. You still get the 2 points. Everyone gets their 2 points. It's going to count against the defense, as it should, and that's basically that. The other thing is that with the fix last year to the kickoff returns, it seems they finally got it right in terms of all the different rules and things like that. So my guess is, it's happened for a while. So I'm adjusting back. I went back. It's been about 8 years that I dropped it from 80 total return yards to 50 because it was so terrible. I mean, nobody was running the ball back. It was crazy. So where we got the 80, I did all kinds of analysis. I can show you the spreadsheets and all the other things here. Maybe I should, but I think you guys trust I did a lot of analysis here. But basically, it went back to where it used to be, where the average kick return is about 20 yards. Okay, that's just looking around the league. Of course, some teams like the Jets last year were better than that, and other teams, of course, were worse than that. And some teams got the ball kicked to them more and other things, but it really wasn't that big a deal. It's like the most anyway. Bottom line is all that stuff. There's also about four kickoffs per game. There's about 4 average kickoff returns per game, not counting what went into the end zone and whatever else it is. So like 4 times a game on average, someone caught the ball and ran with it. Okay, so 4 times 20 is 80. That's where we got that. And that's the same stats as it was 10 years ago. So we're really just going back to that. We've checked it. It adjusts things a little bit. The Jets would have been, so last year, the Jets special teams, I think, placed 16th best, overall. They were better than a lot of players. I think they were better than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay. So anyway, by doing this, it drops them to like 26th place. So special teams is still, again, if someone is good at special teams, then they ought to get good points. Okay. And some of the, like the one week they got 42 points. There was a punt return touchdown, a kick return touchdown, 3 punts inside the 20. I mean, it was a great special teams day. So those are still going to get rewarded. But be on notice, okay, that special teams are a real player in this league. Okay. Last year, my dream came true. As many of you guys know, my dream came true. Connor, I don't know if I told you. I think I did because I was talking about special teams all year. But somebody flexed special teams on their own without, it wasn't an accident. Like they said, man, I think
who's the best player I could flex right here?
Yeah. Totally flex special teams. Amazing. Okay, because what if you had the top 2 special teams, which I did for a while. Had the top 2 special teams. Matter of fact, I might have even flexed them one just because it was my dream to do it. I don't know that it worked out too well for me, but I did it. All right. So anyway, that's the rule number 1. Okay. The other thing is that, the draft orders, we'll deal with that. Okay. Right here, we are moving injured reserve. We're making 2 changes to IR. This is big here, Connor. This is a situation here where we are going to go from 2 to 9, basically unlimited. Okay. I mean, I don't know if
hold on a second. We got some mic interference here from Julie.
Yes, hello.
Wait, what's going on here?
Hey, Julie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, hey, Julie. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure what you're doing on here. Oh no, you're looking at the training is on pinnaclezoom.com.
I clicked on what you sent me.
Well, this is a different training here. Oh, that's great. So anyway, let me hang on, Julie. Let me make sure. I'm going to send you the link for where the training is.
Sure.
Sorry, Julie. This is some fantasy football stuff. This is some extracurricular activities.
Okay, let me get out of here. I think I have it. I think I have it. So let me go into that one.
You're the 559 area code, right?
Yeah. Let me see.
All right. Well, let me let me change the settings here to I have to allow them in. How about that for a setting?
But see, though, that was good because now they know it's live. They know there's no editing shenanigans going on. Otherwise, if there were for the draft picks, we would have edited Julie out of the video. So we're not editing Julie. We're not editing draft picks.
No.
This is how we do it here, AJ's Fantasy.
That's right. Right. All right. Hang on a second. Let me go. I think that is where she needs to go.
But I am intrigued. I am intrigued about this special teams rule. So does that mean that, I guess, is the special teams getting sort of balanced a little bit? Is it more juiced, less juiced, just more fair? Like, were there issues with the special teams, how they were in previous seasons? Because I know it's been something you've been trying to dial in for a while.
Yeah, well, this one was just it was 80 for a long time. Then it went back to 50 because things were lame, and then we just kind of go back. But what I can do though is, well, I can show you on here, and anybody can do it. So if you go to the new league, the 2026 league, if you go to the 2026 league, then boy, we're live all over the place here. Now I got the dog just came in. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Okay, so if you go to the 2026 league, if you wanted to, you'll see, and the scoring on the 2026 league, if you go to 2025 scoring, you'll see what the new scoring would have done. And then you can go to 2025's actual league, and see what the actual score was. And so again, you could put them side by side or whatever you want to do, but that's, you know, how you can tell. And so you can see that the Jets go from like 19th best or 16th best down to like 29th best, the type of thing. So it's going to adjust it, but it's not a crazy adjustment. And it should, look, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. I mean, that's, you know, the stats are what they are. And until we get AJ's Fantasy, where I'm actually writing the program myself, which is coming soon to a theater near you, it's coming soon to a fantasy football site near you, just like I did with AJ's Madness. We're creating AJ's Fantasy on the app, baby. We're going to do it any way we want. So if you say, oh, AJ, it should do this, and I agree, we're going to whip that baby up. Right. And so we will handle special teams differently in that regard. Because really, just so everyone knows, the only reason we do this cumulative thing is because there's no other way to do it. How it needs to be done and how it will be done eventually is it's per run back. So if the average is 20, we don't want to give people free 20 yards of run back, right? If that's the average, but anything after 20 should be points on that run back. And then the next run back just judges itself, and the next run back judges itself. So it shouldn't have to be this cumulative 80-yard thing, right? So I would think that was work. Now, of course, we play around with it and make sure that that's the right way to do it and all that stuff. But anyway, all that said, with all that, let's get back to business here. All right. So then we got, so this is another big one. So I was always big that, you know, you got 13 spots. You got 2 if someone's on IR, and that's the end. Okay, well, all kinds of things have really started to happen. Really, again, this is just me modernizing the situation. But IR is now, you could be 4 weeks or whatever it is, so you can be on IR willy-nilly. But there's this other thing now that becomes quite, I think every year, probably every player in the league has dealt with somebody who was out. And they wouldn't put them on IR, okay? Because see, it used to be that you were just, you know, again, you were on IR, you're out for the year. You know, so now you got to be out 4 weeks, but maybe they won't put them IR. Maybe they will. They wait around. And so meanwhile, you're without a roster spot, and it really could be debilitating. So I get that. Okay. Some people have suggested increase the roster spot to 14 or 15. I don't really want to do that. Okay. But I'm certainly open to testing this here for now and letting more people potentially go onto IR if they're considered out. Okay, because they could be out for 2 weeks, 4 weeks. I mean, you know, there's some that were 8 weeks out. So, and even if it's 1 week, so that 1 week you get an extra roster spot, put your guy in, and then, you know, and all the other IR rules are going to play out. And this is really where you get into, you know, if they're not out, if they're out by waivers, you got to read all the rules to know when you got to put them back in your lineup and take them back out. Call me with any questions, please. All right, so that's the whole thing about what we're doing. So we're adding out as a designation for IR, all right? The other thing we're doing, the third change, is a big change here to waivers, okay? And this is something I've thought about for a while now, and I'm just going to do it this year, and we'll test it and see if everyone likes it. But so what happens here is when there's waivers on Wednesday, we would typically do Wednesday, 7 o'clock Pacific time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. And so teams and players were dropped and picked up, and then after the waivers, you can do free agency ads and drops, and all these things were happening. So then what would happen is that the system is set not for 24 hours per se, but for 1 day. So they're on waivers for 1 day, which means 24 hours, okay? Because I can't set it to 23 hours or 22 hours. I can only set it to 1 day, which equals 24 hours, okay? So what happens here is that anybody dropped on Wednesday wasn't available on Thursday because it was 23 hours and 59 seconds. So we're literally seconds or minutes from it being 24 hours. So then they weren't available till the second day. So a 1 day waiver really turned into 2 days. And it's been that way since the beginning of AJ's Fantasy. So I've continued to search for fixes. And this is the one fix that actually can work, and we're going to test it this year in all leagues. So I'm going to get feedback from everybody. But what we're doing is Wednesday is gonna waivers is gonna happen at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. It's 1 hour earlier than it used to happen.
Wait.
On
You said
Thursday,
AM or PM?
PM.
On the PM. Okay, got it.
Then Thursday, it's going to be at 7, 1 hour later, thereby capturing everyone dropped in that first hour of waivers is now going to be available Thursday. You don't have to wait till Friday now. Okay, the 24 hours is always going to hold. So if someone was dropped at 7:01 on Wednesday, then it's going to be 2 days from that. But this is to capture all of the activity right after waivers in that first sort of flush. So now there'll be actually more of these opportunities because now more and more people might be picking somebody up on Thursday rather than waiting till Friday. And so we're just going to stagger it 1 hour. So 6 Pacific, 7 Pacific, 8 Pacific, 9 Pacific. So it's going to go 1 hour. So it'll basically be 25 hours later is the next one. 25 hours, the next one. And so this is going to allow for more people to be available sooner. So even if someone's dropped on Friday at waivers, they can be picked up the next day at the 9 o'clock waivers, Pacific time I'm talking about. All right. So anyway, so ask me any questions about that, but everyone should pretty much know about that kind of thing. And so that's the changes. All right. So everybody on notice that, and all those pretty much are every league type of thing. They are significant changes as it comes to the league. All right. All right. So now we are ready for draft order. And as we normally do here, we've got the fantasy, we've got the varsity league. We've got the varsity league happening here. And, yours truly was in the varsity league championship. You and I were in the, varsity league championship here. And let me see here. Yeah, I got to get the little thing happening here.
Get the immersive view going.
Yep. Let's see here. So we're going to do that and that. All right.
Had to get a little creative again. I think we may have done this once before, like you said, but got to get a little creative with how we're doing the drawing the names out of the hat. And last time what happened was you were in control of spinning the wheel, and everything about that felt wrong to me.
Yeah, did I win it all that year? I think I might have won it all that year.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's fine. You're a legend, but it's damn sure not going to be because I wasn't the one to pull the name or to, in this case, to click the button. I'll tell you that right now.
All right. Well, you got to spin it, my friend.
Here we go. All right. So with the first
here we go. First pick in the draft for the varsity league. Here we go.
Got Joe Pitzel.
Joe Pitzel with the very first pick in the draft. And so I just put that there because I was always chasing the name. I'm like, oh, wait, that was his name last year or two. I go, you know what? He says Joe Pitzel. He's going to have whatever name he has. So who you picking first here, Joe? All right.
Let's keep going. And you know what? Here, let me go ahead and crack my drink here. Let's make sure this is nice and official.
All right. So and I'm just looking on my screen here. If I need to show you guys this, I do have the last year's league on the screen here. So I was just kind of looking, and I do see the man and Jameer in here and actually did very well in the very first playoff game. Scored 153 points, which is, a lot of times enough to win. And actually would have been enough to beat some people, but not Nest of Death, baby. Nest of Death. I took him out.
All right, here we go. Second pick in the draft. Double D.
Double D, Rick. Who you going with? Let's go. Double D. It's been a long time since Double D has won a championship here. So.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we continue, is this the league where you're picking the order that you pick?
Oh, right. Yep.
So, okay. So sorry. I think everyone kind of knows who's been here, but if there's anyone new, this is not the draft order necessarily. This is the order that these people get to choose their draft spot. So Pitzel gets first pick to decide where he wants to draft. That could be number 1, like it usually is. It could be number 5. It could be the 12 spot where he gets the turn. Once that spot is picked, now Rick gets to choose from the available spots on where he wants to draft. That's kind of how it goes. Again, I don't know if there's any new faces here that don't know that, but let's just make sure that's clear.
No, but
as we
that's
go
good.
forward.
No, but I appreciate you bringing that up because even though everyone's a veteran who's playing here this year, most people probably forget every year. So we just got to make that clear.
Bunch of degenerates out
Yeah,
there.
it's
You
been
guys
for the
can get
most
it.
part. There has been a little jostling sometimes. It's hard to not take the one when you get the one, even though you really don't want the one, but you also don't want to let someone else pick the one for you. Like you
Right.
go, I don't want the one, but I'm not going to let you choose who I get.
Right.
So it's that kind of a thing. So, all right, well there we go. Double D, number 2 in the order of preference.
All right. Let's go ahead here. Choosing number 3 is it's close.
Oh,
Ron Stoppable.
Stoppable. All right, fantastic. Let's go in here. Ron Stoppable. Yeah, so Ron Stoppable actually, made the playoffs. Actually went up against the champ, the current champ, dynamic duo, and lost. And if he won, he would have played me in the championship, and we know how that would have gone.
Well, it's usually it seems like it's Ron Stoppable and you a lot of times in those final games.
It is. Although Scott's got 2 out of the last 3 years, so we got to get
And
him.
you know what? We can't deny the resurgence
Yeah.
of the dream team of Scott in here just
Yeah.
reinvigorating the fan base.
That's
Bringing
That's
glory
it.
back to the city. It's impressive. He really has done a great thing. And now it's like you can't talk about who's going to be in the Super Bowl without bringing up.
Oh, whoa. Well, is that how it goes here? Well, I guess 2 out of 3. You got to give them
Hey,
props.
all of a sudden now, I mean, we're talking about a team who you can't count out, certainly.
Wow. I'd like to count them out.
Well, I'm sure you would. They can't count you out either, unfortunately for them.
Nope. We got 3 championships each here in this league. I mean, he still, he likes to count this league because he don't like to count the other leagues' total championships. But I'll give him what's going on in this league.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and hit the next one. This is number 4.
And I'm about now is about good here. Whoa, what?
Oh yeah. Alarm.
Let's go. That's a good pick there. See, and most people, I think a lot of people like the 4-5. You get a good player. You don't necessarily choose your player, but you get somebody good. Yeah, that's good. Well, look, if you're not going to pick me now, then just go ahead and go 12 with me then.
Well, you can still, if you get picked now, you can choose 12 if you want.
Oh, that's right. I could choose 12.
But it's not you. It's going to be Giddy Up.
Giddy Up.
Johnny Cochran.
Planning this big Vegas trip out there. So some people are able to come and some are not. But hey, just so everyone knows here as you're watching this. So this year, we're not going to do a AJ's draft. I mean, if 12 people end up coming, then I'll whip up some AJ's draft. But we've been talking about it again. A lot of talk, right? A lot of talk with fantasy going, man, we should do Vegas, man. We should do right. And then, Vegas comes up. Now, granted, I didn't know about this thing. I probably wouldn't have planned it. It's just that Al told me about it. And thank you, Al. Told me about it and, said they're coming out there. Can I get, can we go out there and have some fun? And then he's a sponsor and he said that some of the other guys are wanting us to be out there and they'll kind of comp the players here from AJ's Fantasy to come on out. So I've been promoting a little bit and seeing who's going to come out or not. We got a couple of takers here. Now, if we end up with 12, because, sometimes there's a momentum in these things. The FOMO sometimes gets to be too much. And they're like, well, wait a second. Is it Thursday? Well, yeah, something going on Thursday. It's really Friday, Saturday. And if you can only get there Friday night and then be there Saturday, why not be there Saturday? I'm just saying, okay? So if the FOMO is too strong for you, come on out Friday night, okay? Then we'll hit Saturday and then whatever, Sunday, everyone can do whatever they got to do, right? But
you guys got it. If you can do it, you got to try and make it. That sounds fun. How long has that been in conversations? For years and years? I've heard. What did you say earlier? Since I was a young whippersnapper, I've been hearing talks about doing something and getting everyone together in Vegas. So, and if you guys can make it happen, you guys got to try and make that happen. That's awesome.
It is. And then, depending on what happens, if I can get myself in cahoots with these guys too, and, just kind of, figuring out what's going on next year. Like, I don't know if this is, going to be every year, but hopefully then we can plan it and then have an AJ's Vegas league, right? That was my thought. having the AJ's Vegas
The
League.
Vegas.
And
League.
then it's just whoever ends up getting there. So if we can get 12 people there, we do it. I mean, I don't know what happens if we get 14 or whatever. Maybe we have a 14-team league. I don't know what happens. Okay, but if you get to Vegas, so again, I'm hoping to, to figure out and see if this is going to happen. We can plan it and then have a good time. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to have a 2-hour video if we don't get moving here.
Yeah. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Do you have this is number 5? Are you keeping track?
Nope.
Keeping track. All right. I think it's number 5.
All right.
There you are.
Boom! 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 Is that 5? 6, 7,
Pitzel.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I think it's 6.
That's 6. All right.
Well, that's all right, man. Just put me in the middle, man. Just put me in the middle.
That's fine. You like
Win
the
from anywhere.
So what do you do in there? Middle? I mean, do you like the middle? Are you taking are you hoping to move up a little bit? Do you think you have a chance there? You think you want to go back down? Like, I guess you kind of take what's given to you, but
yeah, I mean, 6 is always usually there's 5 like that are like no brainers, and then 6 you kind of start the new thing. But yeah, I don't know. I've got to really look at that. I mean, the cool thing is you're always getting a pick. That's the cool thing about the middle, and so you're always getting a good pick. So I'll probably keep it. If I can move up to 5, I probably do that.
Okay.
Not moving down unless I move all the way down to 12. I do like 12, but you really give up 11 good players. So by the time it gets to you, you better have a plan, which I've won at that spot and I've lost at that spot. So.
All right. Well, let's go here. So now this is going to be pick number 7. And we have Thunder.
And the famous line of Belton, if he said, "Hey Belton, Thunder," he's like, "Oh, the only league I ever won, man. The only league I ever won." So, and then of course I added another league, so now there's 2 leagues he hasn't won because I did add the Ricky Bobby. So unfortunately, he's chasing 2 leagues now. He hasn't won. If we get that Vegas league, it'll be 3 because I don't think he's gonna miss. I don't think he's gonna miss Vegas next year if we make it a thing.
Yeah, he's not going to miss Vegas. If you make it a thing, I don't think he's going to miss it.
No,
All right.
And who knows? By then we might have AJ's fantasy like we had AJ's Madness this year.
Oh,
look out! Look out!
All right, let's keep it moving here. Is now looking at number 8. Crunch time.
All right, crunch time. Now we're gonna spend a lot of time talking about crunch time in other leagues because he's figured a few things out. He's a champ, almost everywhere. And frankly, beat me in another league. I beat him in this league. I knocked him out. All right, to get to the championship. So we had a little bit of a back and forth there, but he only scored 107 to my 150, so I had to put him to bed. All right, so
it's tough.
Earned the right to lose to Dynamic Duo in a crazy championship that I still don't like to talk about because I lost both championships to the same guy on the same day. And Monday Night Football. I mean, it was everyone's war story, right? I had it. 2 championships, up by 70 or so in each league, right? Only thing that can happen, I'm playing against Bijan. The only thing that can happen is Bijan goes for like 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. The only thing that could happen.
And no way, that's not gonna happen. What are the odds? What are the chances of that?
The chances are almost 0. Almost 0. But not in AJ's fantasy, gosh darn it. All right, man. So anyway, I'll take the runner-up in that one, but
all right. With the 9th pick of where you pick. Speaking of the champs.
Speaking of the champs.
Dynamic Duo.
God damn. 2 out of 3 years. All right, well, let's move on. We've talked enough about them.
All right. Moving right along. Gambler Guns taking the 10 spot.
Yep. And he's the one that ended up getting his 5th last year. So when I said 2 out of 3 years, that one that they didn't win, Gambler came in and got his 5th championship in the varsity league.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's dynasty type shit. That's
dynasty.
pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, he'd been, we thwarted him for many years, but I don't know how many years was his let me see how long his drought was. He had a bit of a drought there for a while, but he broke the drought. Let me see here. It was going back 2012, 2014. So he had gone 10 years with no championship before he won that fifth. That fifth one had eluded him for 10 years.
The one for the thumb.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. He did get his one for the thumb. That's for sure.
All right. And 11 is going to be Orange Crush.
All right. Orange Crush, baby, with the 11.
Which may put him somewhere in the middle. I assume a lot of times people who, when you can't get the first couple spots, maybe you say, okay, I'll drop to 12, 11. I'll try and get that little.
Yeah,
that
11
return.
is usually the whoever repeat offender is going to get 11.
Right.
Some way, shape, or form. Someone's going 12 before they go 11. So repeat offender probably is going 10 or 11.
But in this case, yeah. Either way, no matter what
he has the last choice. He actually doesn't get a choice.
Yeah, that's right. All the choice is made for him. Sorry, Jim. Appreciate you.
All right.
Love you, brother.
There we go. All right. Next league.
All right.
Next league we're going to rock here is Keeper League. It should just be in order for you over there.
Yep. Let me hit this new one here. Go ahead and copy paste these people. This is does this look right to you? This one here with Dardo Desperado.
That's it.
Boom. Boom. All right. And we are back in action here. So should we just get right into it? Do you want to do any kind of intro on this, or should we just move it right along and see who gets the first pick? It looks like right now, if it was pointing at the one.
Well, so let's just talk a little bit about what's been happening here. It's been a very interesting situation that's been happening here. So you are, according to the league rules, you are allowed to swap draft picks. You're not allowed to just a clean swap. There's no I'll give you my keeper in the 5th and you get the, there's no crazy trades like that. Just simple. Okay. So if you've got the first pick in the draft, and someone else has the 11th pick in the draft, then you can switch. So what happens here is that someone who has their own keeper, who has a keeper that they know they're going to keep, they want as far back as they can get. Right. And then the ones who they're not doing a keeper, they want to be as early as possible so that they can catch whatever breadcrumb may fall. So that's been happening. There's been some trades going on as far as that goes. And so, that's that just kind of is what it is. I don't, it's part of the rules. I don't necessarily want to stop that from being a rule. It's just kind of an interesting thing that has transpired here is this little draft pick switching. So wherever you pick, it kind of depends on whether you have a keeper or not, whether or not you even want the high pick or the low pick. So if you've got a keeper, you want a low pick. If you don't have a keeper, you got a high pick. Now, of course, everyone's got, decent players for the most part, but so anyway, so I'll pull up the roster here and we'll see what goes on. So, all right. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go rock and roll here. Who's first?
Let's check it out. Who's first? It's going to be
Bastard wants 12. He's always telling you he wants 12. So I thought for sure you were going to dial up a 1 for him. Come on.
That's hilarious. Love that. Okay, Short Bus. Well, all right. So I hope for Short Bus's
sake, I hope see what he's got on the
let's see what's going on there.
On the agenda. He's been doing Mahomes, I think, as his top pick. So again, probably keep Mahomes, but he's got Amon-Ra as well. So he may have a choice, but my guess is he keeps somebody. All right.
Let's keep it moving along here. The second pick in the AJ's keeper is there we go. Beautiful.
Right. Is that it? Giddy up.
All
right. Yeah, he's been rocking the Josh Allen thing. So my guess is he's going to take the reigning MVP or almost MVP or whatever. So
and I feel like Josh Allen's gonna have another good year. I mean, he's been sniffing. I think at a certain point you start to take it personally, and he seems like the kind of guy who's going to take it personally. So if that's the keeper, not a bad one to have. Now at number
No, no,
two,
he's been rocking that one for
you keep him
sure.
at number two. I guess you
Yeah,
still do no matter what.
he's
But
going to probably look to trade down, right? I mean, that's
yeah,
just kind of what's been happening. So then it's just a matter of, does
right.
someone who wants to do that or not,
Okay.
All right,
All
let's
right.
go.
The third pick is going to be drum roll.
The Dream Team. All right, let's see what happened here with Dream Team last year. Hang on a second. I'm just looking at the playoff thing right here. Just looking at the playoffs.
Okay.
Just looking
What
to
do you
see,
see?
just looking to see how they did in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless they misspelled their name. Did they misspell their name Gray Wings or Giddy Up? Did they misspell their name in some way or
Interesting. So you're telling me you're not seeing them in the playoffs, in
No,
the playoff picture.
looks like they were the odd man out. They were number 7, not number 6. They were number 7, 7-7, 7th place. They rocked the sevens.
So maybe this year
they
they should change their name to the Redeem Team.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
That's usually what they do.
Maybe it's just a dream that they would win, but but they did win a couple years ago, so we'll give them that. We again, Scott and them been good. I mean, Rick's got to get his own championship for Rick to like claim that he's got something to do with it. I mean,
Oh shit.
because Noah and Scott are the dynamic duo. They've won 2 out of 3 years, and then in this middle year, while they didn't win that league, they won this league. And so they got Rick in there, but is Rick a net positive? Did they have to overcome Rick?
It's possible that Rick is a liability on defense.
That's what I'm asking for. I mean, again, if Jaylen Brown was a statistical liability, then maybe we can run the algorithms on Rick Comins. That's just how many championships he has in the other leagues. Let's just do some quick math and see if Rick is a net positive or not.
Oh man, the media, the Clippers, the media conglomerate guys are gonna have a field day with this. This is crazy. The disrespect being shown here. Is this AJ's fantasy or Stephen A. Smith? All right, let's go for the next one
here. So wait a minute. What is so the duo though? They've been rocking the Justin Jefferson thing, but there's I think there's going to be some controversy this year.
Oh, another close one here. Passed over Gray Wings.
Oh, and look at that. How it says champ right there. Crunch time. All right, beating me in the same way. I already told you how I lost. He beat me the same freaking way, kicking his butt. Thought he lost until the final seconds of the game. All the other crazy things that happened, that I lost by 1 point in both leagues. Don't get me started. But I will say that Crunch Time's been playing every league I ever ran. From the CBS leagues, the original Yahoo league, this is like the original OG, him and me, probably every single league we've ran. So, wow. So anyway, it's cool that he's won it. Cool. He's kind of found himself with a little bit of a role here, and he got himself a ring. I sent the ring. I don't have it. I have to pull it up here to see everyone the ring, but it's a very similar ring as we've had before. I'll see if I can pull it up here. Actually, let me hang on real quick here.
All right.
I want to give him his his props here. I did tell him to send me the ring, and he really never did. So I don't think you sent me the picture of your ring. So let's see here. Your orders.
And for those keeping track, I believe that was number 4. Pick number 4 to the champ.
Let's see. Here. Should count Amazon
no ring no proof of concept ring for this year. I know sometimes you like to show off what you got coming up.
Well, usually I show the winning ring is typically what I do here on that. But yeah, so this is kind of, I don't know why it's not showing up here. So anyway, if I could pull it up, then I'll
all right.
I'll let you.
We'll keep looking there. Let me continue on here.
Go ahead and draft again. So we're on number 5.
This is number 5. And it's final. Oh, over
Oh,
Gray Wings again. Kevin getting skipped over because we
that's
have
it,
Joe
Joe
Pitzel
Pitzel.
at number
And again,
5.
making a new name every time, but definitely a champion. Although I don't know, have I ever sent? I don't know that I ever remember sending a ring. I've sent that trophy to Joe, but have I sent the ring to Joe? Nope, no ring for Joe. Joe is ringless in this league. And he's a pretty good fantasy player too, but the ring has eluded him.
All right. Let's
All
keep
right,
it moving
keep
here.
it going.
Another pick out of the hat. It's
There
gonna
we
be
go. And what did you get with that? What's that one? 6?
that's 6 right there.
Right there in the middle there, buddy.
We should have 6 left, and we do. All right, the midway point here. So, looking good so far. I see Dardo Desperado still on there. The wheel is just deciding. Watch, this is going to be you right here. You were middle of the draft last time, so
Oh, is that what you're going to do? You're going to hit me right in the middle and make
yeah.
my
Let's
decision?
see. I'm calling it. I'm calling my shot. Oh, nope. This time
There
it's going to
it
be
is,
Gray
Gray
Wings.
Wings. All right. Hey, I do have, by the way, I do have the ring here that
Okay, go ahead and
I have here. Let's see here.
take over.
Let's see if I can download. Let's see.
Every time the wheel spins, I like lean in to the. I get so excited. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
I get I get so intense. I'm like watching it go.
Let's see. Bring this up. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. And there is the ring
Oh
here
wow. Oh my God.
for this year here, the different things there, 2025. Obviously, this is not the best screen here that the best pictures, but you see the deal.
Wow.
Got all this stuff going on here.
Monstrous ring. Look at that. That's awesome.
That is,
And
yep.
that's the one that went to Crunch?
Yep, this is the one that went to Crunch. So it's got the little thing, the little goat over here,
Nice.
thing,
Very nice.
football on the side, 2025 across the middle with the, with the, and I'm not sure what color of this I got. It might have been this color. I don't know exactly. I think it was this color. All right.
Okay.
So that's what's going on.
Beautiful. Wow, looks nice. All right.
Then
Let me go ahead and share again. I'll keep it rolling here. All right, and we only got 5 left. So let's see who gets this next pick.
well, this is good though. Keep going later for me now. Don't go picking me now. Don't go, messing up with things. That's what
Next one, we'll give it to Phoenix Rising. How
Phoenix
about that?
Rising. All right. And remember, he got a ring. He got one of those new good rings yet. And so I have, by the way, 4 rings, right? Which oh, you know what? I always forget to, I don't always forget. I usually don't forget to.
No, that's usually the first thing people see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So let me make sure that we have this,
All
this
right.
whole thing situated here.
Thanos Fantasy League right here.
Let me make sure we've got the rings here, right? See, there are the rings there, 4 of them. Now, again, we are missing one. We are missing one here. We've been chasing that one just like Gambler chased it. That one doesn't come easy. I know.
No,
I
no, it
know.
does not
but
come easy.
We're looking for it, but that's still the deal. But see, I still have the old versions, and they're nice and all. Don't get me wrong, but these new ones I buy, they are next level. All right, there's some good ones here, and we absolutely have to. You definitely want to do one of those. So, all right, so that was good. So we had whoever that one was.
That was number 8.
Oh yeah, that was Phoenix who
Yep.
does he's two actually he won 2023 and 2021. So he's 2 out of the last 5 years. Crunch Time snuck in there. I'm again, I'm getting a little long in the tooth here. It's been since 2019 for me on that one. So
Wow.
even though I did win the varsity a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago. So it's not
Pre-COVID, that's crazy.
yeah. So yeah,
BC.
right. It was the the 2019 year is I think that is the COVID year, isn't it? That's it. Well, probably that there was a Super Bowl and then there was COVID.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl was literally right before they shut the world down.
I was gonna say who's the 2020 champions. It's got the asterisk next to it. The bubble champ.
Oh, you're saying Unstoppable's got the bug, got the asterisk. See that, Ron? Sucking asterisk, man.
Sorry, Ron. The world was a strange place for that year.
It was.
Okay.
It was. The Lakers
Let's
got
do-
one of those too, asterisks, and the Dodgers actually. I think a lot of. All right. Anyway, let's keep going.
All right, this is gonna be number 9, I believe. Coming down to the end of this draft order here, and it's gonna be Belton.
All right, Avengers.
There it is.
All right, this is good. All right, and yeah, he's been a long time. 2011, so he holds on to that like he won
Oh
this
my
league,
God.
but it's like the first league. It was like basically a
2011.
redraft league. It wasn't the keeper league. So I mean, it was, but no one had any keepers.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a long time. That's a long time, Steve.
2011. I mean, that's your 15 years. I mean, this league's been going a while though.
Yeah, I
He
mean
does
we're
have a
talking.
ring.
I
He
think
does
I
have
think
a
I
ring.
was
I sent him one. I sent him one. He has one.
I think I was 15 years old when that league
Yeah,
happened.
wow, right. You're
I think
right.
I think that was one of the first
Half your
times
life
where
ago. He won the half your life ago.
half my life ago. Yeah, I'm 30 this year. For everyone watching, I hope that makes you feel old
30,
because I
man.
feel
This
old.
boy's 30.
Yeah, I'm 30. I just turned 30 in April. So everyone watching who's been here since 2011, you're old. I'm old. This whole thing is crazy and fucked up. We're all old. I think that might have been one of the first times where like there was the joke about when I can drink, Steve will owe me a beer. I'll owe Steve a beer or something like that. And it's been a long time that I've been drinking, Steve, and there's no
Well, here's the question:
no-
Are you
no
coming
ring.
to Vegas next year? Maybe we're getting Connor out to Vegas next year.
Well, if we're gonna do the draft live, I might have to go to Vegas next year. We'll talk about it.
All right.
All right.
See that?
All right. Let's go. Let's ride it out. I know we got more drafts to do. Sorry, guys. We're having fun. Here we go, Dardo. What are you going to do with the 10 spot?
I don't know. That's an interesting one.
Sorry, brother.
Uh,
The wheel is
Well,
unforgiving.
it's actually it's not too bad. I mean, I've got McCaffrey, right? And if I'm keeping McCaffrey, it's fine. I'll keep that. If I'm not keeping McCaffrey, then I have to
maybe
trade.
you
spots.
could trade up. I mean, 10 is not.
I mean, so
super
every year,
late.
like every year, I say I'm not going to keep McCaffrey, and then every year I keep him, right? And last year he was incredible. So
He
now
was
the
so
only
good.
reason to not keep him, there's only one reason: some statistical thing that says if you get 400 touches and you're over 30, you're washed. So if I take that approach, then then he's washed, and I need somebody new.
Yeah. So they're saying that 30 is washed now. That's. I feel. I mean, that's a little crazy. That's a little crazy given what we were just talking about. I don't
Sorry,
think 30
man,
is
but you didn't have
washed
400. You didn't have
necessarily.
400 touches, but he was good last year. He did take me all the way to the championship. Okay, and I was winning that championship game by 70 some points. And for the record, just so we just know, wasn't like he let me down or anything.
No.
He did just fine.
Maybe you should take Bijan.
Yeah, well, probably would, except that someone else has got him. Who does have Bijan? Hang on, let's see about who has. Oh, we know who has Bijan.
Yeah, we know who has
Crunch
Bijan.
Time has Bijan, and
Yeah.
he's going to be taking him because who else does he have? Nobody. Look at I'm looking at his roster. He doesn't even. I mean, okay, he has Jason. He's got JSN. Yeah, look, he's become a waiver wire guru. Crunch Time. That's what's going on with Crunch Time. Okay, he's been picking up people on waivers. He's got this other league he's got in his back pocket, and it's killing it. I mean, he ended up with Phillip Rivers on his team, for heaven's sakes. How the hell's this guy beat me?
All right. Let's listen. Let's keep going with the draft order. We got to rehash this.
Let's go toe to toe. It's who's got what on the team.
All right, we're drafting. Let's get out of this.
Jesus, don't get me
Man,
started. Did you get me
I'm
started?
trying not to. I'm trying to get you stopped. I'm trying to stop it.
All right,
Speaking of stopping, we got Ron Stoppable
Ron,
at
stop.
number 11.
All right, what's he doing? Oh yeah, he's got the Joe Burrow thing going on.
Oh, that's a good keeper at 11.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I think he keeps Joe Burrow there. My
Yeah.
guess is.
And then, of course, pull up
And
the
then-
rear.
Well, that's it.
Clear the
Irish,
list.
yep, Irish Rebel here. And what's Irish
Irish
got
Reb.
going on here for keepers?
It's gonna be a great pick. If he's got
he
a
did
good
the
keeper.
Saquon thing last year. So I almost swapped him.
Oh.
I almost swapped him last year for Saquon. And then, with the new offensive coordinator, I go, gosh, I just don't know what's going to happen with this guy. And thank God, because he obviously didn't have a very good year. And but now we got another new offensive coordinator. Now they're saying he's going to have a good year, but again, it's the same unknown. They seem to feel better about our new guy this year than last year, but in the end, it is an unknown. This is the whole thing. So anyway, maybe we'll maybe Irish Rebel and I will have a conversation about running backs. All right. So what's going on
Keeping it
here?
moving.
All
now
right.
we're going over to
Ricky Bobby.
The Ricky Bobby. If you're not first, you're last.
So let's just talk about this here a second. If you're not first, you're last. You gotta
pull out the list right here.
All right. So so
You give a rundown. I like the Ricky Bobby League a lot. I think the Ricky Bobby League's really fun. It's a cool, kind of a different type of league.
Yeah, it's a really cool league. Different rules. I mean, basically, if you're not first or last, that's the way it goes. So we've kind of built the whole thing around this type of thing. So here's the thing about Crunch Time. He won. This is not an easy league. Okay, he won the league 2 years in a row. Shout out to Rebel, Nestoppable, and then these guys are out of the league now, right? So basically, me and Ron, Irish Rebel, and then Crunch Time. Okay, and I don't think either of these years were particularly close. Like he had it wrapped up before the end of the season.
Wow.
So if we just go to last year just for kicks, okay, here is Crunch Time. Now, if you're not first, you're last. So if you get first place in this league, it's a $300 buy-in. So first place, you get $150. Okay, so if you're first twice, then you basically break even. So that's everyone's initial goal, is to get 2 week highs. Okay, but how do you do that when Crunch Time's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 17? Okay, so he had already gotten 300, 600, 900 bucks, and then got the 1,000 on top of that. So of whatever it is, $3,600 that come in, he put 1,600 of or 1,900 of it in his own pocket. Domination.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's decisive.
You have this year was a little closer, so we'll give some honorable mention to Rick and Deeb, and then the Avenida Cowboys down here. And do you give honorable mention for second or third in a Ricky Bobby league? I don't know.
No, because if you're not first, you're last.
Here's who I would give though too. I would give it to though, if you smell what the Brock is cooking. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, they doubled their money. So they essentially were in second place. Because second place has got to be more about money than points, right? Because if you're not first or last, so Rick and Deeb only got 1, 2. 2 is not 4. So honorable mention taken away, right? Because the points just didn't matter. Same with these guys. These guys landed 4 different week highs. They got second place as far as I'm concerned. All right, but Crunch Time just wrapping it up, doing what he's doing here, and really consistent too. 5 and 6, 10 and 11, 13 and 14. So we basically did it all season long.
Yep.
Incredible. All right.
Yeah, that's great. Very decisive.
Back and let's start rolling.
All right. Let's do it. Here we go. First pick in the Ricky Bobby is gonna be Oh no! He got it. It was so close.
There it is, Ron. You
All
and me, baby. You and me.
All right, man. Wow, that's huge. In a league that relies very heavily on the draft. That's a big time to get number 1 there. So you guys have a big decision to make. Number 1 always does.
Yep, it definitely guides your draft. I'll promise you that.
Yep. Oh, I'm curious. I'm curious to know what you guys are going to decide. Couple of
I'm
champs.
curious. Yep.
All right, let's keep going here. Number 2 is going to be the repeat champ.
Repeat champ.
It's going to be
Crunch
crunch time.
time. Repeat champ.
If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
There's no
If you're not
doubt.
first,
I mean,
you're
at this
last.
point, yeah. I mean, at this point, everyone's just got to be like, how do you beat the guy? How do you, because it's not, again, he does waivers. He's, very, very astute with his picking. He's dialed it in, and it's happened in all leagues. Because even when I beat him in the varsity league, he was number one. I had to beat the number one seed, and because he was a number one seed there. He was a number one seed in the in the keeper, which he won, and then he won this. So,
Wow.
And then he almost won the playoff league. He almost. I mean, it was incredible.
He's serious. Well, like you said, he's been playing AJ's fantasy longer as long as you have, as long as AJ's fantasy's been around. So, he's no
he
slouch
started
for
doing
sure.
good when he started rooting for the Eagles instead of the Cowboys.
There we go. Now we're talking.
That's it. That's your secret sauce there. Keep it up there, crunch time.
Speaking of rooting for the Cowboys, yuck.
All right, there it is. Well, they made a run at trying to be first, but they were like in the wings. They were letting crunch time take advantage of them.
Well, right, number third pick, not too bad.
Yep, no, that's good. Cowbirds,
good.
Right there.
Cowbirds. All right, let's go. Pick number 4. We're moving right along. We have.
Oh, brand new in the league. Brand new in the league. All right. And so, all right. So Martin, he joined our 75 league last year. Seemingly loved it, right? He had a good time, did reasonably well. And I didn't win it all because a 9-year-old won it all. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh God.
We'll get to that in a second, how a 9-year-old won it all. But Devil Dog did a good job. We had an opening in this league, and here he is, rocking it out and looking to be first, not last.
All right. Congratulations and good luck to Devil Dog. Let's keep it moving.
Going in here and Giddy up.
Giddy. Good old Giddy.
So Giddy was thinking about going to Vegas, I think. And then he said, well, he can't because he's in Istanbul, Turkey. And I said, oh, that's probably not close enough for my little Saturday thing I was talking about. Although we know when there's a will, there's a way,
Yeah, maybe you can make it. That's nice, though.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That'd be crazy. What a move that would be.
Yeah, but I think he's coming back actually the next weekend to draft with Steve and them. So I don't know 100% if he's able to do that or if he's just going to be in Turkey for all these drafts here. I probably need to figure that out because there's probably a time zone thing. So you got to figure that time zone thing out, Giddy. But usually he goes and they do a whole thing, fishing and whatever else it is. So
all right,
AJ's fantasy draft weekend boys trip.
All right. I think this is going to be. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a thing.
Those guys could drink. They'll put me under the table. I got to go draft. I'll have the draft hung over and everything else. So
yeah. Don't try and go toe to toe.
No. Oh my God.
Get yourself a diet Coke.
Can you imagine me going toe to toe with any one of those three?
No, man. No, they'd still be having fun, having full conversations. I don't know where you'd be. You would be under the table, 100%.
No doubt about it.
No, and no shame in it. Those guys are animals.
No.
I mean, what are you gonna do? All right. So this is gonna be pick number 6, I believe, and then we'll start going down the second half of the draft order here. And we're looking at pretty clear.
There it is. Champ from 3 years ago. And what did you do last year, man? How'd you do? Middle of the pack. Actually, right near us, but no weak highs. 0 weak highs. You gotta, in this league, you gotta judge it by weak highs. I'm sorry. I don't care where you placed. if you didn't get week highs, that means you 0 times out of 17. 0 out of 17, you were first. That's so if that's where you are, like if you're in last place, but you got 1 week high, you're better than the person in second place.
I think maybe there's something to be said about that order. Maybe you can manually change it because that seems like that makes sense to me.
Yeah, maybe we should manually change it.
So total points over the whole year right now currently wins it. But you think maybe it should be number of week highs?
Oh no. The week highs. No, it's just honorable mention. We're just talking about respect, you know.
Right. Yeah,
but usually if you're in first and you win, you probably also had the most week highs. I mean, that would be an interesting day for someone to not have the most, you know, because I think when we won it, we had like 5 and we thought we were all about it. And then he went and knocked it out with 6 this year. So, and I think even last year he had 6. So it was crazy. Anyway, you got to get week highs, man. That's just the bottom line to it.
All right, here we go. So this is going to be pick number 7, I believe. And it's going to go to Rick and Deeb.
Rick and Deeb. All right, that's good. And again, they were right there, though. I mean, I will say that. They did get 2 week highs. So they at least got their money back, and they got the obligating 2. And then other than, you know, the other guys, no one got more than 2. And really, 100 and 200, you know, it was out by 200. But in our league, I mean, to make up 200 points is not a 1 week difference. You know, there's a multiple week difference when you have to make up, you know, 200 points on somebody. So, yep. Anyway, all right, rock and roll here.
Keep it going. Let's keep it going. Next pick. Gonna go to.
All right, go Birds! Go Birds!
Go Birds.
All right. So Matt, big time Eagles fan, born and raised in Dallas.
My man.
He's a big time Eagles fan.
Fighting the good fight in enemy territory. I love that.
Yep. Got the whole thing going on, and he fights the fight every day.
I mean, this is not the you know, this is not the platform to really discuss it, but I do feel like there needs to be some sort of study that goes into both sides. The guy who's born and raised in Philly but roots for the Cowboys, and the guy who's born and raised in Dallas roots for the Eagles. There's a psychological thing there. Those guys, like, we're all sickos, right? We're all here watching however long this has been of a fantasy draft. So that's sick in and of itself. But you got to be a special type of sicko to root against your home everything for the number one rival. And there's just I respect it and I fear it, and it's something that I just think that not enough people are talking about. So I may not be the one to do that study, but I would support there being some sort of information about those kind of people, because I don't know if we should, you know, put them in positions of power or we should put them away. It seems like there's something going on.
There's no question that the rival, being a rival, like and your whole life. So which means as a kid you were dealing with it, and then when the other team was winning, like you were like the loser, like you weren't with your friends, and you weren't like, you know, there's no high-fiving. And then when you were winning, you were like, no, you also weren't high-fiving. Right. You were smack talking, right? But you really didn't have that camaraderie of being the hometown, either misery or
it's not like, love. Oh, you know, I'm a fan of a different conference team. It's like, no, I'm the fan of the team that your team hates the most. That's who I like.
Right.
There's something
team
there.
You hate the most. That's my team.
Yeah,
that's Matt.
I love
100% Matt. 100%.
All right, Matt. Well,
I was trying to get him to Vegas, because I think he always goes to Vegas on that exact weekend, by the way. So I'm like, dude, we're going to be there same weekend. And he's like, oh, I can't get there this weekend or whatever. So I'm like, what do you mean? This is we're making it happen.
Oh man. All right. Well, good luck. Good luck to Gunslinger. Good luck to Matt there. Go Birds. And we're moving along here.
Oh, there we go. We got a visitor. Another visitor.
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
Oh.
Connor. I like the hat.
Thank you. It's my
new
right, digs.
Read that, Lise. Who's the next pick?
White Owl, Jim Reggets.
Woo! We got to tell you, Jam, too. We got some owl stories for you. White owl stories.
Oh yeah.
Was it white?
Connor saw them.
Incredible.
Flying over our house.
Yeah, they were flying all around us. I
Alright,
can't vouch 100% that they were white, but we can, we can surmise.
All right, so this is pick number 10. We got 10, 11, 12 here on the board. 3 left. Let's see where we end up here. All right, Ethan.
All right.
Ethan
Ethan,
Frischka?
they've changed their name, but last year they were the ones. If you smell what the Brock is cooking.
I like that.
All right. And they've been other things, but we're just going to go ahead and let them be who they are. And it's Ethan, and he's got a partner he works it with there. Actually, Ethan's thinking about coming out to Vegas in a couple weeks. He called me today. He's like, "Yeah, we're thinking about coming out." I'm like, "Let's go, let's go."
Man. That's gonna be fun.
I'm telling you, FOMO guys, FOMO is here.
Love that. All right, let's keep it going here. So we got Crush, we got Short Bus. Let's see who picks
Oh,
11.
and Jim too. White Owl too said he's coming, although he's been not getting back to me on his confirmation. He did say he's coming, so we'll see. We'll see if Jim's coming. Ron too. And so there's again, I should be telling everybody, but we got 4 or 5, 6 people possibly coming right now. If we can get to 12, Short Bus. I haven't heard from Short Bus. What's going on, Short Bus?
Well, he's picking number 11 here.
All right.
So we'll see how that goes for him in this Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, so he did real good. His first year's rookie in a rookie league. I think he was like 3 or 4. And then last year, Short Bus. So here's the thing, Short Bus. You did good the year before. I think you did 4 week highs. This last year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 week lows.
Ooh, goodness.
Hang on. Moment of silence. Short Bus, I didn't realize you were that bad. 7? 7?
In a league where if you're
Well,
not
you gotta
first,
be
you're
first.
last. What happens
You're
if you
shooting
are
for
last?
first, and instead you do last more times than the guy in first did first.
Yeah,
That is some monumental losing.
I think that's a time where you got to start doing some soul searching there. And I'm never gonna normally be one to say you should not trust your gut, but maybe you should not trust your gut. Maybe
you should start questioning your gut.
Maybe you should question your gut.
Yeah.
This is it though. This year I believe in Short Bus. I'm buying Short Bus stock this year, and I'm gonna ride that baby to the top, John.
Right. So meanwhile, though, you look at his roster and you go, should have been a pretty good roster. He went C.J. Stroud for quarterback, and he had a great year 2 years ago, and they thought he was going to be great. He dudded out. David Montgomery ends up getting hurt a little bit, so then they end up trading him. Nico Collins, you think great, he gets hurt. So there were some late bloomers here, but yeah, it just didn't kind of quite work out the way he drafted it. It wasn't terrible draft, but you gotta make moves. Sometimes you got to get off somebody, All
righty. Well, with the last pick in the Ricky Bobby,
Crush.
It's gonna be
Last
Orange
pick.
Crush.
All right, there it is, guys. All right, so that is the Ricky Bobby League, and now last and least, we've got the 75 League.
Damn, did inflation hit this league?
We do have
Wait,
two.
inflation hit this league? I thought it was the 50 for a long time.
Yeah, it's the 70. In fact, we had inflation.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yes, we had it. We had to bump it up, man.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I get it. Everyone's bumping it up, but back in my day, it was 50.
The main reason, it was a couple years ago, but the main reason for it was that I wasn't able to give the weekend winner their money back, and I liked that the buy got you your money back. So we needed to work that in. I still can't do week highs. Still not enough money for week highs, but I did want to bring the that kind of a thing in. And then there is some, and I bumped up the winners here a little bit more too. So, all right, guys.
Wait a minute. All right.
So we do have not 2 rookies, 1 rookie. Trey Reggets is coming in as the rook.
All right, Trey.
And I think he's played a little bit here and there, but his dad kind of was helping him a lot of that stuff. Okay. And then I got one called, I just made him Jack is back, but Jack actually won the championship. We'll call it a joint championship. We call it back in 2022. Okay. Jack was the co-champ, right? Really probably should have been the champ, but there was some controversy and different things that had happened. And so we ended up awarding co-champness in that particular one. And so, yeah, that's kind of how it was. So then so now he's back. He said he wants to play. I think he played another year or two and then was out for a year or two. So now he's back.
All right.
And then the champ's here, which we'll talk about that when the champs come. So we'll talk about the champs when we bring up the champs.
All right.
So here we go. Otherwise, we are ready. Oh, here's one thing too that I'm not going to do it this year. We'll go ahead and draft it here after the first pick. Is Army of One, Belton. All right, now he's going since 2012. Look, all the leagues that Steve won. He won 2011, the other league. Remember that? And then when you were 15 years ago. And then he won this one in 2012.
Okay.
Oh, no. He won it in 2016 too. So not too bad. He's won a couple times. So
I mean, that is 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's 10 years. So not too bad. So then, and then I won it the next two, and I'm a little bit drought here too. I'm going 2018. So I'm needing to win this one here a little bit too. Yeah. So what I was thinking about doing, okay, and I probably can't do it now after the thing, but I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up now, and you can put it to a vote. Still, we can still put it to a vote. Okay. So every year, because you know how I like to make every league has got a little something different. So this league for years was my play around with a new league rule. Like if I was trying a new point system or whatever, and I didn't know how it was going to play out, I do it in this league first. So it was my my guinea pig league for many years. So now things are pretty settled in. So now it really is kind of the rookie league. You know, people come in and that's kind of how I introduce them to others. Obviously, we got a bunch of OGs in here as well. So, but that's, but this one tends to have some turnover. So, but what I've been thinking is what if the draft was after the first game? What if the draft was in between week 1 and 2? So you play week 1 and then you draft on Tuesday, like after the first week. So because again, you don't see anything for preseason. Nobody plays, nobody does anything, right? What if you drafted after you saw 1 week of games? Like you saw who started, you knew who was really hurt. You saw the usage. And of course, week 1 is crazy anyway, because week 1 really isn't even real life. You don't get to real life until week 3 or 4, right? Really, probably week 4, you kind of things start to settle in, right? Because you can have week 1 and then you panic. You're like, oh my God, my guy sucks. But then it was just week 1, right? So week 1's always a crazy week anyway. But what if the draft was after week 1? At least you knew something more than you thought you knew. So now the question is, did you see what you thought you saw? Did you see something different? So I'm gonna put it out. I like that. It's a little bit late to be doing this draft, but if we had 100%, which we won't get 100%. But I'm curious as what percent we would get.
So you're talking if it needs a total majority.
We would need unanimous for this year. I mean, maybe I don't even know. Maybe next year I mean that's cool.
I think that's cool. Just to mix it up, that sounds fun.
Right. As a mix up, because again, it's the same thing, same price, right? But wouldn't you want to know? Like, doesn't everyone want to know?
I kind of want to know. Yeah.
1 week, you get a lay of the land, and then you draft. Like Tuesday night, you draft.
Oh man.
And then you're ready to go for week 2.
And imagine there's an injury week 1. Okay, well now that guy, man, maybe he'll be back later in the season. Maybe he's really good, and it's like now you can get him a little bit of a discount. I mean, that's cool. There's some interesting things that could go on.
And then all the things that you hear about, you draft every single league with the same info. Whether you draft in August, middle of August, end of August, it's basically the same info. right? You get a little bit of something, and oh, they were having their practice games, whatever. You don't really know anything anymore, right? Barely does anybody play in the preseason. So, that's why it's like, can't there be one league that you draft when you actually know what happened in week one? All right. Anyway,
Sounds cool.
that's
All right.
my pitch here. 75 league.
Well, let's keep it going here.
All right.
It's gonna be pick number
First
2.
pick in the draft.
Second pick. First one was already done.
Oh, who's the first one?
It was. Oh wait, this is nifty. Actually, check this out. We have. Oh shoot, these are the results from everything. I believe
Army
it was
of One. Army of One.
Army
Oh,
of One.
Oh, you got the
Yep.
results. So cool. How cool is that? Well, send that to me when we're done. Just send
Yeah,
it.
I think this doesn't have the first draft we did, but it'll have the rest of them.
Okay.
So, yeah, also hide this for now just to keep it clean. But
All
number
right,
2 is gonna be
Jack is
Jack is
back.
back.
Number 2 pick in the draft. Let's go,
Oops.
Jack.
Sorry, Jack. Hold on. Jack is still in here, so I'm gonna have to try and manually remove him first. But
All right. And there are the champs.
there they are. Nice.
All right. So the champs. So
Mac
they
Trust.
come in here, and so Mac and Duff. And so Duff says, "Hey, my son kind of wants to play." And you know that. I mean, we're getting you, wrangling you in there to play. And the
Oops.
bottom line is, what are we doing here?
Sorry, I'm messing up. I'm trying to clear.
All right. So this doesn't count, right? This doesn't count.
Well, I guess not, but
Okay.
You
Well
know,
then, okay, count that. But let's see if we can get rid of those other names here.
yeah. Okay, sorry
The
guys.
third pick in the draft is Jackson Hogg.
Keep talking about about
All right.
Mac and Duff.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm spinning this. You gotta stop spinning. What do you-
I'm trying. I'm sorry. How do I remove these
Can
people?
we right click? We can't right click on it. No?
No, I right clicked and it started spinning.
Oh, is that what sent you on your way?
Yeah.
All right. So Connor's in IT now, so you got to be able to figure this out here. All right. All right. So anyway, so he says basically his son is going to play. So basically it's him, right? And then, he'll keep his son involved and, whatever. Plenty of us have done that, brought their kids in, whatever. Well, so I guess, as rumor has it, is the kid's really making the picks. And for the most part, I don't want to, disregard what Duff contributed here. Okay. But I think we want to give, proper accolades to 9-year-old Mac, who stuck with it through the whole season. Okay. Didn't lose sight of things. And again, I haven't talked to Duff. Duff maybe said, oh, it was a rough middle of the season. Okay. But here's what happened. Okay. They went 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. Now that's enough to keep a 9-year-old interested, isn't it? Then they went 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5. Oh, that's enough to take a 9-year-old out. It stinks, Dad. We stink. Right. But I don't think that's what happened. Again, this is all allegedly, supposedly. Then they put it back together, And I think I might have even texted Duff and said, that's been a tough run. But he says, oh, we're going to put it together. And they did. They won the championship. They won it all
Wow.
as rookies.
In the face of
9-year-old and his
adversity.
dad, they called themselves Mac Truck.
I like that a lot. That's cool.
All right. So now what did you do here?
All right. So I took out the names that I believe we pulled. Maybe we should double check here, but
Julie, yeah, that's all good.
it's all good. So the other ones that were on the
What are
list
the
here,
current? Yeah. Okay. So we have Army of One.
Army of One, Mac.
Who was
then-
the 2 was somebody.
I think Jack is back was number 2. So Army of One, Jack is back.
And then Jackson Hogg was 3. Yeah, I think you had Jackson Hogg in there as 3.
Yes.
Champ
Yes,
was
I
4.
did. Yes, I did. And then who was 4?
Champ. Mac Truck. Oh, not
Yes.
Mac Trust. Mac Truck.
Mac Truck. Okay,
All right.
sorry, Mac Trust.
All right.
Now
Well,
here, just
we know.
double check. Everyone's good. We're clear. We're back in action. Okay,
All right. Here we go with the 5th pick.
5th pick.
Well, we got all kinds of mess ups here. Everyone knows it's live. And is it going to be? Oh, it turned red. Did it Elway. Joe
I did it.
Ramirez.
Elway.
And let me see here. I didn't get my playoff thing going up here. Let me see here how he did last year. Let's get ourselves into a little bit of action here. Playoff brackets. And nope, I don't see him. I don't see him on here.
Not
Don't
in
see
there?
you, Joe. Don't see
Hmm.
you on here.
Well, there's
All right.
always this year. Last year
Yeah.
doesn't mean much.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Every
not
new
checking
year.
previous years, Joe. Just telling you, if you didn't do it that way, unless you did it like retired, maybe he did, he's over the hill type of thing.
All right. Let's keep it pushing here. What else we got? What else we got? This is number 6, I believe.
And is
oh,
it gonna go? Don't go.
there
So
it
you give me
is.
6 in 2 different leagues. This is what we're gonna talk about right now.
I personally didn't do anything. This is all the chance.
Oh, so now you don't own it. Now you don't
Well,
own
I mean, I'm the conduit through which the fantasy gods speak and give their will, but
All right, you're
I'm
pretty
not
consistent with that conduit
not
thing.
claiming to know the will of the fantasy gods. They want you to be 6. You're going to be 6. I don't know what you're talking to me about it for. Shoot the messenger.
Crazy stuff around here, giving me 6 in 2 different leagues. Although, I mean, 6 is good. It's just I don't know why I don't like the middle so much. But the middle is kind of good because you get a good player, then you get another good player. You tend to
Yeah.
get a lot of good players.
And you stay active too. You don't got to wait for 25 people to go before you go again or whatever it is. 20
Yeah.
people, you get to kind of
Look, I
go
like
pretty
6.
often.
I need to go back in time and see all the ways I won a championship. First, second, sixth, 12th. Because I've done so many championships. I mean, clearly I've drafted from every spot with all the championships I got. I mean, 4 in one league, 3 in the other league, with 2 or 3 in another league. Then the Ricky Bobby. I mean, I ran out of fingers right there. I was trying to count, and then I lost count because I ran out of fingers.
You're going for the toes now, the toe rings.
we are going for toes around here. No one else has got that. Tell me who else has got 10. Even Gambler. I don't gamble. You don't got 10, man. You got 5 in one league, but it's a lot in one league. But you got 10 total? No. Now he's going to say he doesn't play one of the leagues, and that doesn't count. And I get it.
All right, let's see here. Who's at number 7? Oh, it just turns over to Trey, the rookie.
All right, Trey. You're drafting. Trey says he's 100% now. He's ready to go. Now, this guy, he was playing football for Wheaton College and
Yeah,
all these things here. So now
Yep.
he's, he's a big football guy.
Trey. I believe Trey knows ball. He's a rookie here, but I don't think he's going to be a pushover in the league. I think especially if he if he understands the scoring and stuff, Trey could be a problem. So look out! Don't count Trey out.
Yeah, and we did have a rookie win last year for sure. And I wonder how many other rookies have actually won the league here. Because I think that Jack might have actually been a rookie the one year he won it. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been his first year. So Jack might have been a rookie the year he won it.
What about Clay Mud Rabbits on here? Was he a rookie?
Yeah, Mud Rat. Well, so he lost the championship.
Oh, that's
He had a good season, but lost the championship. He's only got one, but he does have one championship. But I'll say only one because he is a good player. But he almost got there last year, but he got beat by a 9-year-old.
All right. So here we are. I think this is what, number 9? No. This is 8th pick? 9, 10,
Yeah.
11, 12. Yeah, 8th pick.
All right. All right. There it is. Carol, rocking and rolling here, Florida Hound. And so she did make the playoffs last year, kind of, laid a dud against Dawko. Yep. The playoffs in all 3 leagues, last year. To offset my being in 0 the year before. So I was literally 0 2 years ago. I was so like the playoffs started. I literally had nothing to root for. Here, every league I was in, won the first playoff game in every league, went up against Mud Rabbits here, and then Mud Rabbits kicked my tail, beat me 165 to 120.
Ooh.
So Yeah, he had a good one there. And you know what? He would have beat Mac Truck. He played Mac Truck by 0.14. And then if he in that semifinal game. But then they went and they both actually scored low in the championship and both basically laid an egg, but the Mac Truck egg was bigger. All right,
Right.
here we go.
And we have, speaking of,
There it is, the Mud Rabbits, runner up, one-time champ. And here he is. And he was the number one seed, I think, too. I think he ended up being, was he the number one seed? I think he was. He had a good season for sure. Let's see who ended up being the number one. Yeah, so Mud Rapids was the number one seed going into it.
nice.
So, yeah. And
Yeah.
Mac Truck was 3. So after their 5-5 start. All right, spin it.
Do it. Almost done
down
here.
Looking good. Orange Crush.
All right, Joe. There you are.
Yeah, he's out there. I think he's out in Poland now. I think he was telling me he was in Kuwait for like 10 years or something. Like a long time in Kuwait. Like, like really, how can you spend that much time in Kuwait? But he did. But I think he's recently moved to Poland. At least that's where I think he was going to be.
That's nice. Oh no, Poland is beautiful.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine going to go spend a couple months over there actually, and they're excited about it.
Yeah, probably a little less sand than Kuwait.
Yeah, yeah, definitely a little less sand and a little less sun, but hopefully it's a great time over there, and hopefully you can do some good drafting in Poland.
All right, and the 11th pick is. All right, it's going to be Julie.
There you go, Julie.
All right, Julie also no playoffs, a lot of injuries, and just kind of the way it was. So she'll have to make her own name up. She's a new name every year type of gal, and so that's what's going on.
Yeah, the injuries are tough. I know Julie knows what she's doing. She pays attention. She really is she gets it. She's also no one to be counted out, but sometimes those you just get bad luck. Bad luck mixed with, like just a couple bad calls here and there as a coach, and all of a sudden you're out of the playoffs. But I know Julie
that's right. And Julie is somebody that I actually rarely am able to beat Julie in the regular season. Now, of course, we rarely meet in the playoffs. But she does beat me in the regular season. So let's see what happened last year. Let's see here. What was she last year? Is that on Burrowed time? Yep, I think so. And so, it looks like Dawko beat her in week 3 last year, just in case we're counting, because there was the thought that she was maybe undefeated against me, but we're going to put that to bed. And then the last game of the season, she kicked my butt. Wow, she really beat me bad. So we were 1-1. We each beat each other bad, 160 something to 80 something. It was almost the same score.
Oh my God.
Even Steven last year. Okay, but I did make the playoffs, so that was maybe it's good luck that I beat her. Maybe that's the thing is I got to make sure I beat Julie, and if I can beat Julie, I can win it all.
All right, Julie. Well, you heard it. You're the only thing stopping him. So do your worst.
Texas Rednecks, you're number 12, baby.
That's it.
There it is.
Texas Rednecks, number 12.
All right, that's excellent here, and that's that is Paul Godwin or Goodwin. Is it Goodwin or Godwin? I might have mispronounced that too. I forget. If I get it right, it's either Goodwin or Godwin. But either way, it's Paul. He's rocking and rolling around here, and we are good to go. All right. Well, listen, fantastic, guys. So let's do this. What happened? I lost my phone here. My phone went out of charge somewhere along the way. All right, guys. Well, we are seeing you later here. This was our background that we had to kind of put together to make things happen. So we will be wrapping it up. That is what it is. That is the draft order video. Connor, checking in from New York City.
Well done, guys. We did it. Another year down. So I don't know how long this one was. Probably not our longest. Probably not our shortest either, but I had fun. and looking forward to hearing about the league coming up. I hope that you guys are able to make it to Vegas. That sounds like it's going to be a blast. Whoever can go there is going to have a good time. So, yeah, keep holding it down.
All right, guys, we'll see ya. Good luck to everybody, unless you're playing me.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.